Hello everybody, George from Beau Guitars.
And I'm Nick. What's up, folks?
Today we have this tasty little treat right here from the Dirty B Hinds company. This is the Mastodrive, which is painted this amazing looking puke green color. But we've just been messing around with this thing and it's definitely a lot of fun.
Yes, for sure. And just, right off the bat, it does look similar to a certain mythical three-knobbed drive that is transparent.
That's worth a lot of money.
Yeah. You can't really get your hands on one for less than like $4,000 right now.
Yeah.
However, this one is, it does have your familiar four-legged half beast, half man on it.
Which is, what's the name again? You said Mortimer or something?
His name is Mortimer.
Okay.
And that's directly from Brent Hinds.
Yes.
So.
Oh, and as a side note, this company is actually Brent Hinds and one of the other guys from KHDK teaming up to bring you some of these awesome pedals. Simple layout. You could do a lot of things with it. It's got your drive, your treble, your volume, and then we have these two little magical switches. So Nick was describing it in a good way too. What were you saying with the wattages?
Yeah, so here's the thing about this pedal. There's no directions. And well, actually, let me take that back. There are directions.
But don't read them.
The directions basically say, stop being a dumbass, just play the pedal, right? It doesn't tell you anything. So, drive, pretty self-explanatory. Treble controls your treble. Volume of the pedal. And then you have these two little toggle switches that just have two positions, up and down. There is a gain toggle switch, which is kind of almost like a different clipping style. So it's a different gain structure.
Like hits differently when you're playing.
Yeah, it's not like night and day, but it's a slightly different flavor. And then you have Headroom, which we were talking about it, and George was like, oh, so it's basically like switching your amp from 50 watts to 100 watts.
It's like mimicking that, yeah.
Yeah, it opens it up. So when it's down, it's in your lower wattage, lower headroom mode. When it's up, it opens it up a little bit, gets a little less driven.
Yeah, it's cleaner.
And more clarity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, it's all just stuff for you to play around with and find what works for you.
And it's been replicated and reproduced a billion times.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. There's the Archer, there's the KTR, there's
Tumnus.
The Ryra, there's the Tumnus. There's so many people have done that transparent three-knob overdrive thing. And this is fresh because it has those toggle switches.
Yeah, gives you a little bit more variety than you would typically have.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to just kind of run through what we're using today. This thing. This is my new thing. This is my new Friedman JJ Jr. 20 watts. Has two channels. Well, there's a clean and there's a dirty. The dirty has two variants, and the clean has three different variants.
Oh, nice.
So it's like 5 different things going on. But we're going to start today on I would say the moderate clean. So not too bright, not too dark. On the amp, it's actually the setting all the way to if you're looking at it, to the right. And then we'll switch over afterwards and we'll do the dirty. So here is what the clean sounds like. We're also playing through a Black Star cab. It's got a vintage 30 in it. Here we go. Here is the clean through my Les Paul. Not perfectly clean, but does the job for us.
A little glass in there.
So we are going to first show you what this Mastodrive, because you get it, like Mastodon, and Brent Hinds is in Mastodon. It's like branding all throughout. So
smart man.
The Mastodrive has its own gain stage. Everything's at 12 o'clock. The dip switches the toggle switches are down. pretty cool.
Nice crispy breakup, but it sounds like it's like right on the edge.
Yeah, it's it's pretty tasteful. Not too. You can definitely get like a rock and roll kind of thing, Oh, that was light. I'm sorry. But if you pick a little lighter, right? So it is dynamic. It's got a whole bunch of that transparency in it. Let's get to what we all really want, right? Let's turn the drive up. Turn it up to about 3 o'clock. Bring the treble down a little bit. We'll leave the volume where it's at. So just again, here's clean by itself.
Yeah, it definitely does the clon thing. Reminds me of like a JTM 45 or something like that.
Let's try that with the gain toggle switch up. We'll mess around with the treble a little bit. Oh, okay, that was interesting. Note to self, like don't put the treble up past 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it gets very nasally.
Yeah, it can do some damage. Let's bring it down to 9 o'clock. Gets a little muffly. It's a little, I think really, just leave it straight up.
Half seems fine.
Forget it exists, right? Leave it up and down. Let's do the headroom switch.
Totally opens up.
Yeah, and a definite volume increase. Just kind of like, what would you like? Takes the muzzle off of the, lets your crazed animal do whatever it's gonna do.
Or it's like you lifted the blanket off of the cabinet or something.
Yeah.
Lets those higher frequencies like punch out a little bit more.
So now here's something also pretty cool. If you use this like you would typically use a Klon, right? So it's kind of like a tube screamer thing where it's the drive all the way down, the volume all the way up. You can get some really nice, so like here's clean. Here's with the pedal.
Sounds very crisp.
A lot of the guys that use those Klons, it's kind of like an always on pedal for them, and it's used more as a
Bass for their tone.
a basic tone tool, right? So they're using it almost as like someone might use like an equalizer pedal, or might use the tube screamer in front of their pushed amp for that.
Yeah, just to give it
Tightness.
a little bit more.
This thing is great at doing that shaping, right? Find your tone in the amp and just give it that little bit more with this pedal. And the same thing applies for your dirty channel. So we'll switch to dirt, if I remember how. Here we go. So this is our dirt. And then when you add in the Mastodrive.
I like that.
Really
Just gives it that little bit more.
Dude, yeah, it kicks it right in the nuts, right? It gets it going and just balls to the wall. Now you're really, really having some fun. But yeah, I mean, I think, if the Klon thing is what you're looking for, you don't want to buy a Klon. You want to have a couple extra features. You also like the color green.
Pea soup green.
You're a Mastodon fan. You like Brent Hinds.
Yeah, all his products are great. I mean, even the orange amp. So I'm assuming this is either at some point going to be a collectible, or if it even is at this point, because from what I understand, these are made in limited number too.
So yeah, so that's the thing with this pedal is, unfortunately, this is not one of those pedals we can say, visit
and pick it
Beaumont
up,
Guitars
yeah.
to pick up. This is really just a, hey, look at this cool thing, and
Just check it out.
good luck finding it on the secondary market, right? eBay, Reverb.
Okay, they're going to be snatching these things up.
Whatever your secondary market of choice is, you can probably find one of these on there. This most likely will be a collector's thing.
Absolutely.
Or it will be a, you're chilling at home, it's part of your pedal chain, you do not bring it out.
Yeah, no.
Right?
I would feel bad stepping on this, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I would feel very bad. I'm going to guess right now, because we can go back and watch this video or leave comments below. I think on the used market, this is probably going to go for between $400 to $600.
I'm going to say it's $601 because we're doing Prices Right rules.
You know, though, there's going to be somebody that's going to absolutely spend a ridiculous amount of money on this. Some of these limited pedals, like they go for, like I've seen one, I don't want to mention another brand, but go for like $1,000, and the pedal brand new to your door was like $280.
Yeah.
So, their value has gone up tremendously.
I mean, and it's not just KHDK, it's not Dirty B Hinds, right? A lot of the JHS stuff.
It's so funny hearing you say that.
It took, the first time I heard someone say the company,
It's weird, right?
It took a second to hit me, but then I got it. And it was a funny joke. So, Dirty B Hinds, good job.
Absolutely.
Very funny. But yeah, so I mean, like even like the JHS stuff, they just released that.
With the 3 Series?
No, it's a Morning Glory, but it's like a copy of the prototype. They did a very limited amount. They're all like hand.
Oh, I can't imagine how much
It's
that's
all
going
like
to go for.
point-to-point wiring, and it's like hand-drawn images. And those I think retail were fairly reasonable. A couple $100. But now I'm seeing them for upwards of $1,000.
Wow.
So
That's crazy.
with any industry, there's going to be collectors and there's going to be secondhand markets. You cannot avoid it.
Yeah.
Right.
And we're the reason why the Klon is legendary, because of the status that we as guitar players have put that pedal through. And now it's, you could totally see how that lineage leads to something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think, overall, yes, right. You could go out and you could buy a Tumnus. You could go out and you could buy a Soul Food. You could go out and you could buy whatever Klon style pedal, an Archer, whatever, doesn't matter, right? But are they going to look this cool? Yeah. No.
And
no, they're not.
Resale value,
Right.
also.
Resale
Hate
value.
to say it like that, but
Yeah. Also, I mean, they also don't have these toggle switches.
That's right.
So you're going to get a little extra something on top of here to mess around with. So if collecting is your thing, if cool art is your thing, if great tone is your thing,
We could all be applied right here.
look for this, right? This is going to be something fun to go hunting for.
Absolutely.
So I think, this is the end of our video, right? Don't click the links below because we won't have them because you can't buy this.
Yeah, you can't buy this. But definitely like and subscribe. Comment below if you own one or if you're looking for one. Comment below. Maybe with this video, you can all link to each other.
Also, tell us what's your favorite clone with a K pedal, right? What's your favorite clone pedal? Is this something you're interested in? Is it not? Would you rather just buy the Archer or the whatever?
Yeah, tell us in the comments below. Let us know what you're thinking. Are you like, that's stupid, I'd rather just buy a Archer or a Tumnus or whatever, Let us know what you think. So like, subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Peace.